Hi everyone, you're watching Jana FX, and in this video I'm going to make a video, not technical analysis. This is weekly forecast. It's going to be my next video. But in this video I want to show you an example of my news trading manually. Because a lot of you seen me trading with my little expert, and I don't have an access at this moment to my own, well, not my own, it's the expert is was given me by a programmer, and hopefully he will be able to do something about it so everybody can have it. But at this moment I can't use it myself, and I'm going to show you an example of how to trade news manually. So today is going to be a Friday trade based on non-farm payroll news. And so I want you to show again for beginners who is the first time, who can't understand how I trade. I have lots of videos already, but they're old. Maybe you can't find them, but this is the new life, and you will see how I think during the before the news happens, and what I pay attention on, and how of course I use my levels. Okay, and so that's pretty much it. So when I'm telling you my forecast, so you know what I look at and how I trade. So that's the examples for you, a live example, how I'm doing it. Okay, so and we're starting. I had one trade this week. It's a dollar yen, and of course if you watched my previous forecast, I was telling you that this week we will have American news, right? And I was telling you that I wouldn't be able to trade possibly just on the non-farm, but we also had the FOMC rate decision, and there were some comments. So the main good movement happened on Wednesday, as you saw, and I will talk about it in the other video, next video, right, about next week. So we will see what happened and what to look for the coming week. But this is Friday, and I'm looking at preparing, right? So we have non-farm payroll. It's about an hour before. We have forecast in the previous, and we don't know what's going to happen. So what we do have the level. So I'm looking at euro dollar. There is something there. I don't know about it yet. I will be looking pound dollar. Also, we do have a strong level. Okay, the pair is looking like I have two tops here. Creating us a triangle, right? But before the news, it's not pretty much giving me anything. So I can see that possibly it might break the level and go down, and of course it might go up. And but I don't have anything to to place my orders. So I'm looking at the other pairs. It's dollar yen, and look at the dollar yen. It's created nice little channel. Okay, so I'm placing my levels. It looks like a little bit like pennant, but I still place it as a channel because this will be a bit more safe, because the news and you have slipperage and could have a big spread. So now I look at Australian dollar. Okay, it looks like maybe also break level, maybe it will go up. Didn't create me anything reasonable, so I'm looking now at dollar card, and the dollar card is also have a top level, and I can draw a bottom level, and it's a channel. Euro pound we are not looking at all because it's not news for euro pound. Okay, for the gold I also have, you can see a support level, and so that's pretty much, I know where to place my pending sell orders, but I'm not doing it yet because it's still an hour, and right now before the market before the news, an hour, I'm analyzing what to do with gold. Right now you see me, I didn't want to show you it really, but this is how I trade gold a little bit differently. So I'm looking at possibly chasing it on the way down, because look, it's already moved like 1,600 pips, and of course I'm waiting that gold should turn around at any moment and start to have a correction. And so I'm trying to calculate. So for example, if I will get into the trade and it will be not very good one, so I see where the pair can turn around. So because if I will get into the bad trade, I might keep it. I will not place my stop loss. I will just keep it floating and see where, with the Fibonacci levels, for example, where the minimum we know about 23, usually it would go to 23 level, and usually often we waited for up to 50. So that's why when I look at it and I think if it will have a huge impact, the news, it will fuel it and will have a good move, then I can place my pending, my limit orders. And so I'm looking at it. The previous we had a movement about 800 pips, and that little bit of correction kind of looking like a bullish flag, right? I didn't look at it as it is before, but now I'm thinking, what if it was a bullish flag and it's already moved 800 pips, and now it can move another 800 pips like we know with patterns, but usually I don't expect it to go the full length, and think maybe another 500, like let's say meet it in the middle, 500 pips, 400 something, it might start to turn around. So I'm looking, where do we have the most candles? So you can see the tops of the candles. I'm not counting the wings right now, but the majority, the noise, let's say, was there. So I'm thinking if it will jump maybe to that level, and then it will start to who knows, reverse from here, right? So it's like at least 300 pips. So the news on gold may move it so fast and so far, but lately it wasn't as strong, right? About 120, 200 pips roughly. So, but that's how I was planning to trade gold. Calculating and thinking, looking at, like, once it moved, right? It moved like once nearly 200 pips, had a small correction, not good enough, then it moved again and moved again 120, and so I'm thinking now, okay, of course here it can continue, and for example, if it will move another 100 something pips right here and another 100 pips, so I can place my limit orders, and maybe it will have a small correction, I can come out with a profit, right? Or it might continue next to the next limit order. Once again, I can wait for it go there and get profit there too. So first limit order, you see, I placed at level on about 120 pips distance, right? So you can see, and next about 170 pips, I'm placing my other limit order. So I'm hoping that if it, like I said to you, if it will jump, then it might have a bit of correction, and I can close it because I will be watching it, so I can afford doing it. If you are the beginner, I would not suggest don't do it this way, because you might not be able to control the situation. So, but this is how I was playing. So you see, I have 6 minutes before non-farm payroll. I have nothing on euro dollar, so I'm leaving it alone. I didn't like anything. With pound, I also don't like much, except that strong level where it's sitting. I still think it might go as a triangle, and but just in case, who knows what the reaction will be. You see, I'm looking at 20 pips at least. Below it, it's slightly more, 21 or something plus, but not minus, not less than 20, okay? Okay, dollar yen still, you see, for 30 minutes was sitting really nicely in my channel, so that's why I'm placing my 20 or 21 slightly pips up. You see, I'm placing the buy stop, and I'm going to place sell stop orders. So you see also 20, well, about 21. Okay, so, and you can see I have slightly more lot size on some pairs, slightly less sizes on the other pairs, because I'm thinking which one can move, has a bit better position, like so. And dollar card also, you can see I'm placing the pending order buy, and I'm placing the pending order sell. It sits at a very important area, and I'm placing it. You see, this is all, I'm doing it all manually, there is nothing else, there is no EA, and that's how it is. Euro pound, of course, out of the picture. Now I can place pending order sell for gold. I didn't do it 30 minutes before because it was too early, so I'm doing it like about 5 minutes before the market, before the news. You see, it's about 30 pips, slightly more, like I'm saying. With gold, it's a little bit different, it's more than 20 pips usually. So you can see I'm placing my pending order, and that's pretty much it. I'm sorted. You see, it's 1 minute before the news, and I'm waiting. So you see, I can have a few little windows because I have 4 pairs to watch, and I'm looking and I'm controlling it. Okay, so I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. So obviously, during the non-farm payroll, nothing happened, and I left it until ISM manufacturing. It was next news because I had really nice. You see the channel, so I decided to leave it. So you can see now I'm a little bit speeding up. It's a dollar yen, and after the market moved my 10 pips, you see I'm closing half positions. Okay, so I close half positions. Now I'm moving the stop loss into the safe position. You see how I'm moving it right behind the price. Okay, so I'm in the right trade, and I'm already have a profit, and now if the market sharply turns around, I am going to walk out with the profits. I have nothing to lose now. That's how it works. That's how manually it works. So the market moves fast, you move behind it, trying also to move fast. So now I can open the whole window because the other pairs are not moving very fast. The same as dollar yen doesn't move very fast. And so it's Friday, right? Of course, now I'm going to think where it will go. Is it going to stop? Is it time to get out from the trade? Because I do really like to close it before the end of the week. And that's it. I'm just like analyzing right now. As you can see, I'm thinking, okay, so it's going. Does it look like maybe another bullish flag? Is it important level? You see, it's a little bit messy, quite few tops. I'm just trying to analyze what to do. You see, I still have my pending orders, other sell limits and sell stops. I don't pay attention to them right now because the market is too far from some of them, and I don't bother to cancel them just yet. So, and with gold, I was still keeping my sell order. You can see the wing, and if I would have probably 20 pips, it might have taken me to the trade. I don't know, but I'm like about 30 pips below the level, so there's nothing happening. And I'm just keeping an eye again on dollar yen. You can see I'm continuing moving the stop. It's a little bit further away, closer to the price. Okay, so it's still very, very slow, and I'm just kind of thinking once again what to do. Shall I close it? Checking out the other pairs. I'm looking how the other pairs moving. Everything is very slow, absolutely. So, and that's why I'm thinking, okay, so how far it will go? I have a gap. I don't know if the other ones had a gap, but I'm trading now with broker. You see, had a gap. So of course it gives me an idea that it can turn around and try to close the gap. So maybe I'd rather to come out with a better profit instead of waiting, and then it would be a smaller profit. So, and of course, like I'm saying, it's an end of the week. So, and you see here, once again, what I thought I could just, you see, again, close more positions. Yeah, for example, if I want to keep it maybe for the next week, continuation, I could have just leave my stop like this, and most of positions close to profit, and just leave another one, keep going, right? Maybe continue. But because there is so many candles around here, I'm just thinking, well, okay, I'll just wait a little bit longer, see if it will try to break it through and get a bit higher to the top. So instead of sitting and waiting for it, I'm just going to place my alarm. So you see, this is an alarm alert, and which will ring, and if the market will move to the designated area, and then I'll be thinking what to do next. Will the market stop there? Will the market turn around there? But right now, that's it. I have an alarm. I can go and have a cup of coffee, do whatever I want, and just listening. Okay, it's just waiting time. So you see, after some time, I decided that the market is too slow, and I just go and possibly close my position. So from my point, I made, see, about 30 pips. Just wait a little bit longer, get at least 30 pips, and walk away. So that's my small day trading news event trade. Okay, not as fast, as strong as I would want to, but like I told you, it was expected. But when you don't know if it's going to be strong or not, that's how placing the orders, that's how closing it, following it, and now that's it. It's all done. See, so I closed for the week, and here's, you can see my split lots, 3 of them, and that's pretty much it. In one day, one trade on the news event. That's how I work on news. So, and pretty much on the other possibilities if I see. That's it, guys. So now you know, once again, you already know, a lot of you, but who doesn't? You saw example of how to trade the news, why I'm placing the pending orders on such a distance, and also there was, maybe you can ask why I didn't go into the trade with dollar CAD. I canceled there. It's broke. I will explain to you in the next video in my weekly Forex forecast, and you will see why I didn't go into that trade. It's ended up a little bit profitable, but what I was thinking about, you will find out, because we in this video is just an example of how to trade news events, how to prepare before the news. You saw manually, okay? So how you do it manually. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and happy trading. I see you in next video. Okay, bye everyone.